Fox News host Jesse Waters suffered what I can only describe as a psychotic episode after they lost everything on Tuesday. The person on your screen is Dana Perino. That's not Jesse Waters, but I'm going to play a clip for you. Here is Jesse Waters doing his new version of childless cat ladies all over again. But women voted for Mamdani. Women did it. This is remarkably pathetic stuff.
Jesse, your thoughts on this one?
So the Mamdani coalition is this. It's people not born in the country. And they're here now. And then it's people, blacks and Hispanic New Yorkers. And it's also people with college degrees.
It's not a real win if only immigrants, brown people, women, and college-educated people vote for someone. That's not a real win, according to Jesse Waters.
Degrees, and they're young. A lot of them are women. So let's talk about these single women, because they were the force here. You're in an apartment. It's small. It's very small, and it's very expensive. And you haven't gotten married and had kids and moved out to the suburbs like everybody else. So you're in a tiny apartment, and the apartment's getting really expensive because all of these migrants are here now. And it's also expensive because of the Green New Deal, so your utilities are high.
The Green New Deal, which doesn't exist.
And you got the wrong degree. You should have gotten a degree in like chemistry, biology, finance, computer science, something useful in this high-tech AI economy. No, but you got a degree in like Southeast Asian feminist literature. And you're wondering why you can't advance in this economy. And so you're overqualified and you are underpaid and living in the most expensive city in the world. And the Democrats made it this way. And so you're choosing a guy, Cuomo, who's just the laziest person on earth, versus a guy in his 30s who's in the clubs and he's eating kebabs with the cabbies. And you're like, this guy's fun and he's positive. And he's like, oh, this is the American dream. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And it looks like, okay, whatever. I didn't learn about communism in college. I learned about Southeast Asian feminist literature instead. So you vote for this guy and he's making promises. Are these promises going to happen? No. So you have two factions of this communist thing. One faction is the AOC faction, and she just wants to fight Trump. Doesn't know anything about anything else. She just wants to attack the guy in the White House. But he has made promises about the cost of living. So is he going to deliver on these promises? How?
Let me translate this for you, okay? As just a white male, which is fine to be, okay? As a white male, Jesse is furious that being a white male alone doesn't give him priority in the way that he would like. His feelings are hurt because he wants DEI for white men, because of course he thinks that white men deserve it. But this is a sort of misogyny and xenophobia and condescension and stupidity that exposes both the insecurities and the vulnerabilities of this coalition. Now, you know, by the way, I believe he has a college degree, college-educated guy working in New York. I think it was public that he like lives in New Jersey or something like that. He kind of also is a representation of that which he says in some ways is a problem. He is a white guy, but he has other identity elements that are actually part of what he says is the problem coalition. This is childless cat ladies all over again, which is just let's pick people based on certain characteristics and say these are individuals that in some way are less than, but they're getting more. They're less than, but they're getting more than they deserve. I'm more than as a white guy, but I'm getting less than I deserve. The people that are less than, the women, the immigrants, the brown people, the college educated, they are less. They should be getting less, but they're getting more. That's what is really upsetting to this guy. They're going to need an attitudinal adjustment if things keep going the way they went on Tuesday, which is up to us to ensure happens. We have a phenomenal bonus show for you today. Remember that for November, we are feeding hungry people through the charity Feeding America. Every first membership payment at joinpakman.com will be donated to Feeding America. I'll give you another update as to where we are on those numbers and how much we've raised so far on tomorrow's show. Sign up for the bonus show at joinpakman.com. I'll see you then. A lot of people think identity theft is something that only happens when someone hacks into your account, but the truth is that it usually starts with your personal information being posted online by data brokers where anybody can find it. Our sponsor, Incogni, is a service that helps protect your privacy by forcing the data brokers to delete your information. This includes your name, address, phone number, even sensitive things like property records or your political affiliation. And now with their custom removals feature included in the unlimited plan, you're not limited to just the list of 250 plus brokers they work with by default. If you find any site exposing any of your private information, even one they've never seen before, you can send a link and Incogni's team will work to get that removed. This is serious protection for you and your family against identity theft, against fraud, doxing, harassment, and Incogni's data removal process is the only one independently verified by Deloitte. Get 60% off an annual plan when you visit incogni.com/Pakman and use the code Pakman. The link is in the description.